Greetings and thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia, and I'm excited to guide you through the functionality and options available in OneStudent. Let's get started. This is an example of the OneStudent homepage. The homepage is the default display when logging into OneStudent. You can then use the left-hand navigation to select the relevant functionality or option required. The functionality and options available will depend on your access based on your user category within OneStudent. This is an example of the OneStudent Markbooks page. The Markbooks page allows teachers to enter the marks for their class for each assessment item and criteria. The final grade for each assessment item is calculated based on the marks entered. The Markbooks page is available to all users, however heads of department and teachers only have access to their relevant subjects and classes. Only the classes they have access to will be shown in the drop-down list. To clarify, teachers will only see classes that they have been assigned via the timetable. Head of departments will only see classes that are in the faculty that the head of department has been assigned responsibility over. Administrators will have access to all classes. This is an example of the OneStudent Reports page. The Reports page allows reports to be run based on the marks entered via the Markbooks. The following are some examples of reports within OneStudent: Hot Assessment Report, Student Results Report, Assessment Criteria Report, and Academic Cumulative Report. The Reports page is available to all users, however the available list of reports will depend on the user category. This is an example of the OneStudent Admin Configuration page. The Configuration, Manage Configuration page allows the administrator user to configure various settings for the school. For example, the school code, the school name, add a logo and the ability to select the year levels OneStudent will be used for. This is an example of the OneStudent Admin Reporting Period Configuration page. The Reporting Period Configuration, Manage Reporting Period Configuration page allows the administrator or head of department to define the academic reporting requirements for each subject for the entire year. The reporting period for each subject is divided into Term 1, Semester 1, Term 3, Semester 2. The options for each subject are then defined. For example, are the assessment item for this term or semester a task or a criteria? Are the end grades going to be based off a letter, a percentage or a total cumulative percentage? What assessment are required by the end of this reporting period for the student to pass? The reporting period configuration data is related to reports. How the Manage Reporting Period configuration it is set will affect how that report works and displays data. This is an example of the OneStudent Admin Users page. The User Manage User page allows the administrator to manage the list of users that have access to OneStudent. For example, updating email addresses for an individual user, or deleting a user that is no longer part of the school faculty. The options available are: Add User. This option is recommended when first setting up OneStudent prior to completing a full staff import. Delete User. Download CSV. This can be used to make bulk updates and can be uploaded via the import data page. Selecting on the individual user to display their user profile. User type roles can be assigned on the individual user profile. This is an example of the OneStudent Admin Faculties page. The Faculties, Manage Faculties page allows the administrator to manage the list of faculties at the school. For example, assigning the head of departments to their individual faculties or deleting a faculty that is no longer offered at the school. The options available are: Add Faculty, Delete Faculty, Download CSV. This can be used to make bulk updates and can be uploaded via the import data page. Selecting on the individual faculty to display the faculty profile. The faculty profile is where the head of department is assigned, plus the relationship between subjects and departments are defined. This is an example of the OneStudent Admin Assessment Items page. The Assessment Items page allows the administrator to manage the list of assessment items for each subject. The assessment items are included on the Markbook page, and a mark is given to each assessment item criteria. The options available are: Add Assessment Item, Delete Assessment Item, Lock, Unlock, Copy, Copy to next year, Download CSV. Selecting on the individual assessment items to display the assessment item profile. This is an example of the OneStudent admin cutoffs page. Cutoffs are used in the cumulative report. They can also be used to override the grade given based on a percentage value. Each assessment item is assigned a cutoff, and by default the hard-coded percentage values within OneStudent are applied. In the cases that the default percentage values are not relevant, then a cutoffs can be assigned to an individual year level or class code. Any individual year level or class code cutoff set will override the default percentage values. Note that, if no individual year level or class code cutoff is set via the cutoffs page, then the default hard-coded percentage values will be applied. This is an example of the OneStudent admin linked classes page. Linked classes are used in the Queensland Curriculum and Assessment Authority Upload report. If classes are configured via the linked classes page, then Queensland Curriculum and Assessment Authority Upload report will include students and results from the selected class and any linked class. For example, linking music extension for Year 11 MEX 11 and music from Year 12 MUS 12 equals MUS 12, greater than MEX 11. If you completed a Queensland Curriculum and Assessment Authority report for MUS 12, you would also get results for MEX 11. This is an example of the OneStudent admin import data page. The import data page allows the administrator to manage data to be uploaded into OneStudent from another system, i.e. one school, such as students, staff, timetable and classes. The import data types are Timetable, Semester 1. Timetable, Semester 2. Subject, Student. Student classes. Staff. General comment bank. Learning area comment bank. Improvement comment bank. Grade mapping. The options available for each import data options are Download template, which can be used to establish data in the structure required for OneStudent. Download CSV, which will download the current associated data for the selected option within OneStudent, which can be used to manage the data. Import, which can be used to import CSV data for the selected option using the text box on the import data page. Hope you found this training helpful. The OneStudent team would like to thank you for watching.